Hi everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching today. So I'm going to show you how to make this easel card using the Snowman and showing you how to use the aperture and the negative space. And I've used this lovely snow acetate. You've got your sentiment there, celebrate Christmas. And then there's also this one here which says gingerbread kisses, exactly the same way. Again, show you how he moves, really cute. And then we also have the cheeky little elf which says Santa's presents on the front. Again, you can see how he moves there as well. Really nice cards to make, so let me show you how. Okay, so first of all we want to make the easel card. Now I've already put it all together. It's really easy to explain because I'm using A4 cardstock. Usually I would use 12 by 12. So if you use your 12 by 12, you want to cut a piece of cardstock to 12 by 6 inches. Along the 12-inch side, you'll then score it 3 and 6. And you'll fold it the same way that I'll tell you in a moment. This is a piece of A4, so the length of this is 11 3/4, and then I've trimmed it to 5 7/8. So I've just got lots of colours I want to get used. Along the long side on this, you're going to score it 2 7/8 and 5 7/8. It's just slightly different to the other size, and it will still work fine. When you've got those pieces, you're just going to fold it in half, burnish, and then fold this other one in half. Okay, so ignore this piece that I've already stuck on. You'll have something that's shaped like this. You can see you'll have that easel effect. You then want to cut this piece to the same size as your card when it's folded. So it might be 6 by 6 or 5 7/8 of an inch squared, which is what this is. You're then just going to add glue to the front of this piece here and stick that on. And that's your easel card. Okay, so you can see how that all works. So that's, you want to end up with that shape there. The pattern paper inside, if you've got 6 by 6 that you've used, then this would be 5 3/4 squared and then 5 1/2 squared. But because again I've used the A4, my mirrored card is 5 5/8 of an inch squared, and then the pattern paper is 5 3/8 of an inch squared. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that, let that dry. Okay, so this is the Snow Angel card based mechanism die set. So you get 3 dies. You get this main plate here which will cut all the pieces you need for the puppet to be able to move. So you've got the slot, and then this is where you attach the puppet. You also get this one because you can create some other really nice design. So if you just use this one on its own and the embossing folder, you'll get this look here. So that's the simplest way to do it, but I think it looks really effective. Then I've already started doing this, so you want to die cut, because this is the one we're going to use. You want to die cut this one, and I'm using this Centura Pearl Snow White cardstock by Crafter's Companion. You can see there how it cuts, but it's going to cut this piece away. So you have this frame, so you can start creating shaker cards, just nice apertures. Also, you get this negative piece. Don't throw that away, because you can create a card like this. Still with all the workings, he still moves there. Grab that better, there we go. So you can use every part of the die set, but we're going to focus just on this piece so we can create this style card here. Okay, so once you've die cut that one, you then want to grab a piece of acetate and die cut this one as well. Okay, you can see that's die cut through, and it's given me, there we go, you can just see the slot and the 4 holes there. We're then going to stick this onto the back of this piece here. Now, I recommend using a thin red tape for this one. This is the 3mm, just because, in fact, I'm going to stick it onto this piece. So you can see the space that you've got there. You want to make sure that the tape doesn't, you know, come into this area here. So I'm just going to adhere this to all 4 sides. Okay, take the backing off, and then you want to make sure that you see you've got your finger tab that's cut out, and the slot there, that's got to be at the top. Just line the finger tab up with the finger tab on here. Just sit that down like so, and then just roll the rest of that over like so. Then I'm going to pop red tape over this again. If you were to turn this into a shaker card, you'd now pop foam on this instead of just the plain tape that I'm adding here. You'd add the foam, and I will be sharing shaker cards on the channel And then here, just add your tape just either side of the finger pull there. Okay, so that's now ready for us to attach. Next we want to add the puppet. So pop all of that to one side. So I've got the Snowman here, and he's from the Fairy and Snowman puppet die set. So you see all of the fairies on the left, all of the snowmans on the right. When you receive them, I like to you know, lay them out like this if you've got a magnetic sheet, or you could pop them into a separate little, you know, pocket if you prefer. Now I'll link up here a separate tutorial showing you how to put the puppets together, because I go into more detail there, but just focusing on the snowman, so you can see I've already gone and cut all that out. Okay, so you then want to die cut 2 of these. This is the pull tab, and then stick them together. It just makes it nice and strong. And you want to grab all of the limbs from your puppet, and you need 8 brads. First of all, just take one of them, it doesn't matter which, and pop the brad through the end little hole there, and then through the bottom. This is the right hand side. Just make sure they all correspond. So that'd be the left arm and the right arm, and then the left leg and the right leg. And then just open up the split pin there, or the brad. And then again, I'm going to take another one, pop it through the top, and then again open up like so. So now we've got his legs, and then do the same with the arms, again going through the outer hole. Okay, so you'll have something like that. Next you're going to feed this through that slot so it comes out underneath like so, and then with the remaining 4 brads you want to attach the 4 other holes on the limbs to the back. So you'll see that hole here, just line up your arm with it and pop it through, and you'll see now that that's attached. So again, I'll go onto this side, just line it up, and open up the pin, and then again just move it around until you line it up, and then again with the last one there. Now what you also might want to do, because some of the characters have different, obviously the bodies are slightly different. Can you see the brads kind of can be seen there? Now his body is going to cover most of that, but you still might see a little bit. So what I would suggest is just snipping off, because this isn't going to come away once we attach it, you know, to this back piece to the card. These won't come out, but just by taking those kind of points away. See, now they're hidden, and then once the body's over there you don't see any of it at all. Okay, so next I want to make sure the card's the right way up. I'm going to attach this to the front of the card, and then you can see everything a bit better. So I'm just going to remove the backing there, and then just lay that down so you've got a nice equal border. What you also might want to do is just pop a little bit of tape on the points. I've just turned this upside down. I would do this before, but just stick it under this point here and just trim that off so you don't see it. And then I'm just going to use my pokey tool there just to release the backing, and then just stick that right down. Because it's a point there, it just might catch. You could also do that with the other pieces here. If you just slide the tape underneath, and again just trim that, and then I can just take the backing off there, and then I can just stick that down. And again, just going to pop a little bit just on the edge there, and then I can just stick that one down. Again, I probably do those before, but you can see now nothing's going to catch on that. Then we just need to attach our snowman. So I'm just using some foam pads here, and I'm just cutting them in half, and then you want to double them up. So just take 2 and just pop them on top of each other. You need to build this height so it's the same as the brads there. And then when you stick this down, you want to make sure that it's not going to hit the mechanism. So it's kind of in the middle of the arm. If you put it like that, stick it in the middle of the arm and the leg, see? And then look, you see now when that moves, it doesn't hit it at all. And then I can just take the release paper again off of there and just sit that next to it. And then you need another 2 for supporting the head at the top. So again, just double that up and just stick this one along the top of that slot, like so. Take the backing off and then just kind of hover the snowman. Make sure it's down, so this is the furthest it will go, and then position the snowman. You can see there that you're not going to see any of the mechanism. Okay, so you want to stick it so it hides that, and then when you pull it, see it doesn't, you don't see any of that either. So just kind of play around with it until it's all in place, but I'm happy with that. I'm just going to stamp my little pull on the top there. You can pop a little arrow there, you could write, you know, pull, but this is from my past collections, like so. Put that back down, and now you'll see that that will come up to form the easel shape. So we need our stopper now. So I've got these pieces here. So this blue piece is 4.5 by 1.5, and this piece here is 4 3/4 by 1 3/4. So I'm just going to pop some foam on the back here and just stick this one so it's in the middle there, and then I'm going to pop another strip of foam on the back. So we need to lift this up so it creates a stopper, and then open up the card. And because this is a lined, you know, patterned paper, it's easy for me to just follow one of the lines there. So I think I'm going to have it, let's go there, just make sure it's in the middle, like that. And you can see now that just stops it. And then I've taken the Celebrate and the Christmas. The Christmas is from the Christmas words, so I've just taken that one there. And the Celebrate is from my big Christmas words there, which I just love. So I'm going to do the Celebrate and then have the Christmas kind of just overlapping it a little bit like that. I think that looks really nice. So I'm going to get that stuck down. I'll just hold it up. You can see there all that dimension. And you can add more. You could add little Nuvo drops onto this. You could decorate this even more, but you don't want to have anything that interferes with that mechanism. So I thought I'd just show you some other easel ones as well, and just different ways to decorate the front here. So you've got Santa's presents with the elf. Then you've got the gingerbread man, which I showed you. Then we have a shaker, which I'm going to be showing on the channel. This says Christmas wishes. You can see all of the balls there that move. And then also the fairy here. So this one says angel kisses. And you can see again that all moves. So nice, and they all fold flat and they fit into 6x6 box envelope or 6x6 normal envelope, bouncy envelopes, all that good stuff. I'll link it up here. So I hope you've enjoyed this fun puppet easel card from me today. Check out the links in the description box below, and I'll be back again very soon with more fun tutorials. Bye.